Riot Minds presents an award-winning role-playing game, Trudvang Chronicles. There are many tales and sagas about Trudvang. Many songs about the fallen heroes. Based on the Norse and Celtic myths and legends, Riot Minds present a world of endless adventures. Draw your sword, call upon the gods, weave your magic.
All right, welcome to the stream. This is the second session of our campaign 1 with group 1. We're actually starting a second group, so maybe we'll start that after New Year's. But yeah, session 2, guys. Welcome. Or not. Welcome. Anybody here?
I'm here. Hello.
All right, nice. So this time we can actually see who's talking a little bit easier in the stream, so I hope that helps you guys. And also, hopefully it will work a little bit better with the videos and stuff. We already have some problems, but this is part of the Roll20 experience, I guess. Having some nice problems. Let's do like this. Let's try to reconnect. Again, we'll also clear the chat before we start here. Clear chat log.
We lost Brian again.
Oh, really? Yes.
I'm here.
Oh, Brian is coming back. Perfect. All right, so let's start just a little bit quickly going through who we are and stuff again, so people that haven't seen us before or something like that just can get to know us a little bit. So I'm Patrick. I'm the GM. The game is Trudvang Chronicles. It's a Swedish tabletop role-playing game set in a Norse and Celtic kind of setting. And these are my players. We have Alpakka. Who are you, Alpakka?
Hello, I am Alpakka. I'm a rogue in around 20 years, and I'm a wildling.
All right. Let's see if we can find your character here somewhere.
It's standing in the middle of the screen.
Yeah, you're standing there.
Yeah, I'm just standing there.
This page is not fast today. This is not happy today. Okay. So what do you look like, Alpakka? Are you a human, or are you a troll, or what are you?
I am a human.
Human? Okay.
Human.
And what do you look like?
I don't have a character sheet. Have a character picture now. If you put it up.
No, I want you to explain to me.
Explain to you. Okay. I'm a regular size Wildfolk with blonde hair, green eyes, has a slick look like a used car salesman.
Okay.
Yeah. And I have a scar tattoo of a snake on my right forearm.
Okay. How come you're blonde though? Because most wild folk are dark haired, right?
No, he was standing blonde.
Yeah,
I was reading about them.
Okay, where did you read about blonde wild folk? I don't think they ever existed.
I didn't read it in your book. I got it from you.
Did you make it up yourself?
No.
Okay, anyway, that's okay.
Yeah, it's
I can't really hear you, Nirnie. Let's see if we can get OBS to...
Did not do anything.
So, okay, so that's Alpakka anyway. Welcome. What about you, Brian?
Good morning, good evening, depending on your position in the world. I am playing Jorin Ravenhold. He is a Dyfir. He is of Stormlander and Elven blood.
Right,
He is, yeah. He is very dark-haired. He is very obvious that he's of Elven blood, even though he has dark hair. Takes that trait from his father. And yeah, that's about it. He is a Dimwalker, dabbles with a little bit of weight.
All right, nice. What about you, Siggi?
Hi, I'm Siggi, and I'm playing Valravn, who is a native Edgelander or Idlander. She is a blonde human with the back of her head shaved and the fresh branding on the back of it. She has like scarring over her eyes, and she's very thin and a little bit waifish.
Okay. Nice, great. And Nirnie?
Hello, I'm Nirnie, and I'm playing the dwarf called Greld, Fairhair. He's a very short dwarf, around 3 foot tall, and a normal build. He got a blonde beard and a blonde hair that he takes very good care of.
All right.
Well, middle size. So.
Nice. How's your connection, by the way, you guys? Are you hear me well and stuff like that?
I can hear you very good.
Because the sound from you guys are a little bit worse today. I don't know why.
I mean, I feel like a lot of them sound worse today than they did last week, but you sound fine to me.
All right, I guess that's the most important, so you guys can hear me at least. Siggi, did you turn off your webcam?
No, Roll20's bugging out for me.
Yeah, I can tell. I was trying this week to try to find another way to show the videos and stuff. I was thinking about using a Discord call, but it's kind of complicated to get us all on top of Roll20 then. I might be able to fix it until next week, but I guess we have to live with Roll20's video for now. So yeah. Anyway, all right, and Flynn, who are you?
All right, Flynn. My PC is Licklig. He is a human. He's an albino. Think of Prince Noir Boy, very similar to that, but without all the scars. About 6'4". He's just become an adult at 16. He's a dweller, specializes in blacksmith because he was raised by dwarves. He's a foundling.
Right. He was found by dwarves then, right?
Oh, and Valravn is accompanied by her uncle Dagger, who's a deaf and mute, kind of a tall, middle-aged man, also with blonde hair. Not the cleanest person. Currently having some issues, like staying clean.
Yeah, definitely. Cool. All right. So, could somebody tell us what happened last time and where we are right now?
Last time we were walking northbound to a farm with some money.
Some money?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, some taxes.
Not money. It's just goods. They don't really pay taxes in money here.
Yeah.
The fruits of the harvest are being delivered to the thing.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, and what happened then?
We met up with some other guys.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember 100% of my week.
Right, you met up with Durgehirmlip.
Yeah.
And he's
Magnus
the...
Herd, right?
Sorry, Nirnie?
We met up with Magnus Herd, right?
Right. You met up with the Hird, which is the bodyguards kind of in this setting, like personal bodyguards from. They were coming from Barefield farm, where that's actually where you're going, right? So you met them on the road when they were on their way to Yuka's hearth to get together with them and go towards the thing.
Patrick, you should probably reconnect so that you can actually see what people look like.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm doing it over and over here again while I'm talking with you guys. Actually, that's kind of why I wanted you to introduce yourself a little bit, so I have a chance to get people to work here.
Because your video is not actually showing up for me in Roll20.
Oh, really? Right now, I can only see Flynn right now. Would it help for you guys to reconnect as well? I don't know.
I can see everyone but you.
Oh, really? I can't see anybody. I only see myself. So this is working just as always. It would be fun for you guys to see me, I guess.
Reset player.
More interesting.
Oh, reconnect. There we go.
Oh, now when you reconnected, I saw you blinking.
Yep.
So maybe everybody can try to reconnect their webcams by going to the settings. It didn't let me see you, Alpakka, but at least you blinked a little bit.
I like to blink, you know.
Yeah, I know you guys are alive then at least. Let's see how many hours we're gonna spend on just trying to get the videos to work.
5 days.
Gotta love technical difficulties.
Yeah, and even then we were spending some time before the game started as well to try to fix this.
Hey, I can see Brian now.
Oh, I see Brian and Flynn now. Cool. Oh,
No Flynn.
Yeah, if the avatar is showing up, it's still loading in the webcam.
Okay.
So unless it goes black, it should be fine.
Yeah. I think it's fine right now.
Can you guys see me now then?
I can't.
Okay, Flynn can see me. Cool. It is nice to be able to see you guys actually. It feels like talking to kind of nothing when you don't see each other. So let's spend a little bit more time to try to fix this, but let me should I try to reconnect again perhaps? Good times.
Reconnect. Yes.
Oh, now I see Siggi.
I find it interesting that the angle of the camera on Twitch is different than the angle of the camera on Roll20.
Yeah, I see Nirnie. So now it's like first I see Brian and Flynn, and then I see Siggi and Nirnie, and I never see Alpakka. And also I don't know why, but Alpakka's picture is a little bit bigger than the rest. Did you do something?
That's because his name is bigger.
Oh, his brain is bigger. I wouldn't have thought that actually, being a Norwegian and everything.
We got the oh, you know. I can see you.
Oh, now I can see you, Alpakka.
Yay!
But I don't see anybody else.
I can see 3 others.
Why is it doing this?
I did see you until your most recent reset.
Okay. Oh, I see Flynn. Amazing. Did you guys reset when I started to see you guys? Did you actually reset, or did it just work suddenly? Oh, Brian? Is Brian coming? No.
Right here. I don't know what's going on.
No. Okay, so
I see Brian.
can everyone see me now at least?
You guys need to remember that there is a lot of Twitch in Roll20, so.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let's start.
We should look at role playing.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start. Like I said, let's do it like this time, right? So when you want to say something or do something, start by saying your name, your character's name, so I know who's talking, and also so the people watching us knows who's talking. Oh, somebody left and came back. So yes, you just found the Hird's old campsite, right? A small forest cave. It had a little fireplace inside, and it was pretty nice with some spruce twigs on the floor, and like a lean-to on the outside to cover the entrance and stuff. And you were just about to, I guess, go to bed. So we need to figure out some stuff then. For example, we need to figure out about, do you want to set up some kind of watch? Or do you want to do something before you go to bed? This kind of thing. So let's start with the watch. How do you guys want to do the watch?
Dagger will take the middle watch. AKA the middle of the night, the most boring watch.
All right. And of course, if you're a Vitner beaver, you need to sleep for 8 hours to get your Vitner points back. And it's the same for the Dimwalkers as well. So you need to figure that out somehow. You're quite a lot of people as well, so I guess not everybody needs to sit watch if you don't want to.
Yeah.
You kind of decide. So how many watches do you want to take?
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Did the Hird stay with us?
No, they went the other way, right? So the Hird was going from Barefield to Yukashearth to kind of gather with them and then go together to the thing in the south.
Okay.
While you guys are going north. So yeah, we're just crossing each other pretty much. This is where they slept last night. So they gave you some advice. They told you about this place, right? And you managed to find it. And this is where they slept last night, pretty much. And this kind of a common a place that people commonly or usually like sleeps when they go on this road. So yeah, it's pretty nicely done. So yeah, how many watches do you want to take? Like maybe let's see, you need to have at least 8 hours to get your stuff back. So you need to have 2 watches, 4 hours, but then people can't sleep enough. Maybe 3 or 4 watches.
Yeah, let's do.
I'll take the first one.
I'll take the first one. I'll take the
With 4 watches, we only have to stay here for 10 hours.
Right. Okay, so let's do 4 watches then. And so who wants to take the first watch? Flynn. Okay, sure.
second watch.
Okay, Alpakka, what about you?
Yep. Well, I need to sleep after the fumble.
Right, you fumble with your magic.
Yeah.
That was a good start on your career, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, what about Brian?
I'm taking the second.
The second watch, okay.
Dagger will take third.
Okay.
And Greld will probably try to stay out of the watch if he can.
All right.
Kind of sitting down and trying to make himself as small as possible.
Trying
And
to
they are
avoid working. Okay, that's one way to do
probably
it.
sitting and trying to read some of the papers he got with him.
Yeah. Okay, so Licklig is taking out once over the wagon and taking care of the animals a little bit. Oh yeah, that's good. And you take the first watch then.
Then we're missing one more watch.
Yes.
Aren't we?
The last one. So who takes the last watch? We have Licklig.
What about the troll?
Oh, yeah, right.
The hand ogre with the tail.
we didn't mention that yet, huh? That actually Elendil is not here today. The half troll, the grey brute warrior, and maybe he had to go back to the farm. He couldn't follow you guys to Barefield anymore because reasons. So actually, during after the Hird went, he realized that maybe he needs to go back. He was kind of missing his hen Agda, and yeah, he just went back with the Hird pretty much. So he's not with you guys right now. So you'll have to figure it out.
I need to sleep. And Valravn too, I think. Do you need to sleep?
I didn't use any spells.
You didn't use any spells.
Actually, we need 5 watches if we want to just have everyone get 8 hours of sleep.
Oh, that's how bad it is. Okay, you can do that. If you want.
Dagger will actually take the 3rd and 4th watch. He'll forget to wake people. He'll forget to wake someone up for their next watch.
So then we need watch 5 then. Right?
Then I can take the watch 5. Because I might be sleeping enough.
Alright.
For watch 5,
Perfect.
I think.
Yeah, so now this is the only time we need to figure this out, right? Next time we just do the same and you can just pick whatever watch you want. Okay, so the way I'm gonna do it with random encounters and this kind of thing, I'm gonna do like Matt Colville does with a D12, and 11 is gonna be an easy encounter and 12 is gonna be a difficult encounter. So Lycklig can start for the first watch. Could you roll a D12, please? You can do it in the chat if you remember. If I remember, how do you roll again? /R. Okay.
Yes,
nothing.
that's correct.
The first part of the watch goes uneventful past, and Lycklig wakes up Brian's character, Jorin, half elf. So that half elf take the second watch and rolls a D12. Nothing happens. It's very nice. It's quite dark now, though, and it's time for Dagger to take the third watch. So Jorin goes over to Dagger and shakes him, but he doesn't seem to want to move. Nothing. He doesn't seem to even notice you shaking him, actually. He seems to be very, very fast asleep.
Oh, I'm going to slap him.
Slapping a little bit. He doesn't seem to move at all, and actually, he feels quite cold to the touch.
All right, I will do care. I have first aid and nursing just to get a look at what's going on with him.
Okay, so roll a care roll then. What do you have in first aid and stuff?
7.
Okay, so roll a d20 and under 7.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Good work. Dagger is dead.
Is there signs of injury?
Jeez.
He's very, very dead. I couldn't really hear what you said there, Brian. Your connection is a little bit bad.
Is there signs of or injury?
No, you can't see any evident, like obvious injuries or anything. He's just not breathing.
I'm gonna check. I will open his mouth.
Okay, it's kind of smelly in there.
Is his tongue enlarged?
Can you repeat that again?
Is his tongue enlarged?
No, it seems quite normal. Just a little bit gray in color.
All right, I will stick my finger down his throat.
Okay, you stick your finger down his throat, and it's pretty dry down there actually, and nothing is happening.
All right, I'm going to wake up the person who's next to mine.
Right.
on
So
watch.
yeah. So Valravn is lying next to him, right? And you know that this is Valravn's uncle.
Right.
So you wake up Valravn. So Siggi, Valravn wakes up, and it seems like Jorin is quite distressed about something.
What is it? What
It
is the problem?
seems that your uncle is not responding. I feel that he may be his airway is very good.
Let me get him. And Val kind of crouches over him, and then just gently like nudges his shoulder a little, and she's like, "Oh, he has sleep apnea," she says before slamming her fist into his chest, and Dagger just kind of eyes open, and he sits up. She kind of makes some like hand signals in front of him, and she's like, "All right, he is awake."
Okay, so Dagger, without saying anything, just walks out to takes his post as the third watch.
I will keep that. I will keep that.
Commanded him to stay awake for 2 more watches before waking up whoever's next in line.
Right. Alpakka. So yeah, Jorin, you feel a little bit confused about all of this, but you guess, yeah. What do you do?
I will remember the technique that you used to wake him and apply it to my, just add it to my knowledge of for the future and specifics to this person.
All right, sure. Just write it down on your.
Breathing issues for other people.
Yeah, do that. Just write it down somewhere so you remember it, and that would be fine, I guess. You can try it next time. I'm trying to reconnect you guys again here. Let's see. Okay, so maybe Siggi, you can roll for Dagger for his 2 watches to 2d12 then. Ooh, almost. And one more.
Oh, that was both.
Oh, not together. Oh, I can see them there, so that's fine. You didn't get anything. So Alpakka, you feel a cold hand on your shoulder shaking you.
I just wake up groggy and everything.
And you see Dagger bending over you and looking down on you and just shaking you and shaking you and shaking you.
Oh, please. I'm awake.
Yeah, when he notices that you're awake, he just stops and goes back to his bed and just falls down.
Okay.
So roll a d12 and see if you get an encounter.
D12. Finally some luck by my side.
Did you roll it? I didn't see you roll it.
I roll it. I don't
see it in the chat though.
Okay.
I see 7.
Okay, I think my roll 20 is fucked up or something.
No, mine is blue when I'm rolling. Every time I'm rolling is blue. Maybe let me try doing this instead. Try to roll 20. No, it's still blue. For me.
I can see Alpakka's roll. He rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Before that, he
That's the
rolled
second one. The first one he rolled was 7.
I think my roll 20 crashed or something maybe. Good times.
Good times all the time.
Good times every time.
Hanging out in a cave.
Okay, so I guess the night went uneventful for you guys. I'm gonna try to get roll 20 to work again. I think my it's not so happy having so many screens up at the same time. Maybe. Yeah, it says pages not.
Yeah.
Good times. Let's try it again. I hope it connects to my camera. it doesn't. Okay, now I can see your rolls at least, so that's good.
Here we go. But that is the...
Okay. So,
I roll as me when there's some trouble, and I roll as my character when we're in character.
just to make it more difficult for me. Thank you.
No. You see Alpakka in front of it.
Anyway, so it's totally a very nice and quiet evening, and as Alpakka is finishing up his watch and getting ready to wake everybody up, there's a light drizzle starting outside, so you can kind of hear it tapping on the lean-to to your cave, and yeah, it's time to wake up.
Yeah, waking up everyone.
Yeah, so when you get out of when you pull away the lean-to and you can see that it is actually starting to drizzle a little bit, and it's kind of getting cloudy, and you're in the forest now, right? So you kind of get some shelter when you start preparing the horses and stuff, but you can tell that it might be raining today. Not so bad right now though. It's quite fine. But yeah.
Question about that. Do we have hoods on our clothes or something to protect ourselves against the rain?
Yeah, do you? It's up to you, man. And what kind of clothes you have? What kind of clothes do you have? You have average clothes or poor clothes?
I got average clothes.
Yeah, you should have a mantle or a hood or something to cover up for rain.
I will probably over the top and look really upset about the weather.
Sounds good. Is there anybody that want to do something specific before you take off?
We should probably eat.
Okay. Should I go through everybody one at a time, perhaps, to make sure everybody gets a chance?
Yeah.
So, Alpakka, what do you do before you guys leave?
I'm trying to eat some food that I found after I was waking up people.
Okay. You take some of the rations that you guys got from Greld.
Do we have rations?
Yeah, you got some food with you.
I don't have ration.
I mean, in the wagon. In the wagon.
Oh, in the wagon. No,
We didn't tell you. We didn't tell you.
No, nobody told me that, so I was out and hunting me some food.
Okay. And what about Brian?
I'm going to go to have a conversation with Valravn.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
So, your uncle, does he always do this? Is this something that we do?
Yes, he, ever since his injury.
And what injury was this? I'm curious.
The injury that made him deaf and dumb.
Did you say deaf and dumb or deaf and dumb? Because he
Deaf.
does look a little dead.
He met with death, and as many warriors do, but he has returned. It did not take.
So he was unworthy.
It was a very serious injury. Would have filled any other man.
Yet he did not pass to the Great Hall.
Can you repeat that?
Yet he did not pass to the Great Hall. I don't want to come right out and say Valhalla because I don't think it exists in this game setting.
Dimhall is the version in this setting.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like, I do not know. Perhaps he glimpsed it. He has not been able to speak since.
Or here. Interesting. Okay. I will keep it up in case he stops breathing again in his sleep.
It's just wake me if you find him. It's very urgent. He could pass in the night.
Very well.
Right. So yeah, the Stormlanders, they believe that around Trudvang is a maelstrom of chaos, and that's where the chaos gods lives, and that's when you die as a warrior, you get a chance to try to push through this chaos to the other side of the chaos where this Stormy and the gods are waiting for them, right? And they have the kind of like Valhalla, where they have a big feast and a big hall, and then they're gonna have a chance to go with Stormy in the last war against the chaos gods, and it's pretty much the Norse mythology kind of Ragnarok story type thing. So yeah, I guess that's why what Valravn is talking about here with regard to Dagger.
Gotcha.
Okay, what about Valravn? What is he doing or she doing?
Val is probably eating breakfast and like talking gently to like whispering to Dagger.
Mm-hmm. Just talking about the day to come.
Yep.
All right, cool. What about Greld, the dwarf?
Will probably be a lot grumpy when I wake up, and the weather doesn't make him happier, to say the least. But probably sit down with the others and eat my breakfast.
All right,
Bacon.
sounds good. What about Lycklig? What is Lycklig doing? I didn't hear you there, Flynn.
He's preparing a wagon and the ox.
On D20.
Yeah, so he's
Okay.
He's going to harness the oxen and prep the wagon for the day's drive. He's going to eat breakfast while on the road.
Right.
And Maka the donkey will be tied to the back.
Yeah, that's right. I gave you a donkey, huh?
He speaks dwarf.
Yeah, he did.
Macka means sandwich in Swedish, by the way.
So we have what? Sandwich, steak, new boots.
Donkey eats good.
Yeah, so that's perfect. Okay, yeah, Macka seems quite happy about the rain. Actually, she seems to like it. And she's I don't know what donkeys do, neighing when you come to her.
I think
They do.
found music.
What did you call it? It's neighing.
Winnie?
Oh, yeah, maybe gives up a whinny when.
Horse whinnies.
Okay, sure. Yeah, we have maybe some of us have some connection problems here, so the voice is not really working perfectly, but that's okay. I will try to keep track of the chat a little bit more. The thing is, I'm trying to reconnect as well. Oh, look who's here. Elendil is here.
Who?
Hello, Elendil. I dragged you in here. You want to join us? Hello?
Hello.
Let's see if we get him to say something. Maybe he has some problems with the mic or something. Oh, anyway, that would be nice. Elendil, if you can hear us, just jump on Roll20 like last time, and you're welcome to join us. All right, so let's continue then, while we wait for Elendil. So yeah, you prepare the wagon and brush down the horse a little bit, and put on your water protected hoodies and stuff, and you set out again. And now the forest is getting a little bit thicker again, and the smell of the rain and the forest is really nice. You smell the kind of wet, and everything smells very much alive around you. So you set down the road, and you go for about an hour, and it's still raining. How do you travel on the wagon? You have 4 spaces on the wagon for people to sit if somebody wants to sit. So Alpakka, do you sit on the wagon, or do you go on the side, or what do you do?
I'm thinking about sitting in the wagon. I don't have anything to put on top of me.
Okay.
My poor clothes, then I don't have a hood or nothing.
Right, you're kind of hiding under some of the tarp or something on the wagon there.
Yeah.
Okay, what about you, Brian?
I will ride the wagon, perhaps near the front, near the horse that is leading the wagon.
Okay, kind of leading the horses and going in front there, huh? Okay.
Yeah, because I'm sure the water's doing a mess to
What about Val? What is Val doing?
She's riding in the wagon, and Dagger is walking alongside it.
All right, perfect. And the Greld?
Greld is probably sitting on the wagon after last day's mistake of trying to walk along with it. So he will probably sit down and probably take up his drum and try some beats to
All right.
cheer up the mood for everyone.
Right, you carefully drum away a little bit. You don't really want it to get too wet, but you kind of put a little bit of tarp on top of you.
Under the tarp and protect it with the cloak.
Right. That sounds good. And what about Licklig? What is Licklig doing?
Licklig's the driver.
All right, so you're driving the horses, the wagon there, so that's perfect. I want you all to do a perception check. And that's a D20, and you need to roll under 10, plus minus your perception.
That's no good.
So if you have perception 2, for example, you take 10 plus 2, that's 12, and you roll under that.
Okay. Roll.
Okay. What's your perception, Flynn?
Oh, sweet.
0.
Okay. So Flynn made it, Nirnie made it, Siggi made it. Or did you?
No, I think mine bugged.
Oh, yeah.
I did not make it.
Okay. Sure. So,
I should roll something for Dagger too, right?
yeah, sure. All right. So, Licklig and Greld, you're both on the wagon, right? So, while you're going along the winding road to the forest there, you hear some kind of clinking noise around the bend. Kind of like metal on metal a little bit. Kind of, let's see here. Nirnie, you're a dwarf bard. Nirnie, you think it kind of sounds like some kind of, like your armor moving.
Yeah. Not really reassuring.
No. So what do you guys do, Nirnie and Flynn?
So I will probably, if I sit next to Flynn, I will probably hit me a little bit with my elbow in the side.
Do you stop drumming?
And whisper to him that, hey, do you think we should warn the others? It's up on the ground.
Yes, it's a good idea.
Yeah, right. So, like you literally said in the chat as well, looking around and asked others, do you guys hear that?
Hear what? I was only hearing the drum.
Go ahead.
Armor!
Something up
Maybe
ahead.
chainmail!
Okay.
Val gives Dagger a look, and he just pulls out his shield and his axe.
Right. Dagger pulls out his shield and axe. When you go around the bend, then slowly, you see up ahead there's a wagon across the road, a broken cart. Let me do this. I'll move you over here.
Say we should try to pass it.
You should approach carefully. This could be a trap.
It is a trap. Don't be a moron.
So put out your characters. I won't put out the cart for you guys now, but you can put down your characters in the south part of this map.
Where is our wagon?
You don't have a wagon. You jumped off the wagon. It's even further south from this picture. You don't see it in the picture, I guess.
We are over here. Question? Can I try to hide because I'm very small? So I'm hoping that I can probably hide in the wagon.
You want to hide in the wagon? Yeah, give it a try.
Warrior.
Give it a
Where
try.
are our tokens?
You want to go to your journal page on Roll20, and if you click the name, you can drag it over into the map.
No. I'm trying to do that. I was clicking on it.
Down. How do we turn him around?
If you click on them, there should be like a little thing sticking up from them. If you click the little blue thing that sticks up, you can turn.
There's a wagon.
Beautiful.
That's a wagon.
That wasn't what I wanted. I want something with a PNG. We can do this. Oh, here we go.
It's a wagon.
Let's do this. That's kind of a wagon, I guess. Maybe it should be a little bigger. Is that a wagon? Okay, that's a wagon.
Yes, it just doesn't have oxen.
And I will put it on the map layer.
Funny.
There we go. Now you can put yourself on the wagon. Did everybody get their guy in?
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
Can I try to hide?
Yeah, try it. Go for it. Do you want to hide in place, or do you want to hide walking around?
I will probably try to crawl under the and hide beneath a lot of things, like pushing them over myself.
Okay.
And so I'm going to roll for hide, camouflage, and hiding.
Right.
Do I get any bonuses or
You just
anything?
well, yeah, I guess there's a lot of stuff there, so maybe you can get a +3.
It's
Val's gonna go coward hiding, and then she's gonna like point forward and make a gesture to Dagger, and Dagger's just gonna run forward.
Okay, so Dagger's running forward. All right.
And Dagger's also gonna be using his special perception ability.
Right. I'm gonna do something here first. I think I already did.
So I guess I roll the thing.
Just give me a minute here. Did that? Yeah, I did that. Okay, so yeah, roll Finding and spotting.
Well, he has his special,
Oh, he has special ability.
yeah, his special ability from what he is.
Okay, so how does that work?
He can detect living creatures within 10 meters, regardless of whether they are invisible or hidden in some way.
Oh, really?
Yes. And he succeeded on his situation roll.
All right. So then this happens, I guess. Let's see here. You see the following.
Yeah, I was gonna have him stop as soon as he noticed people.
Okay, so put him back a little bit then.
I mean, it's 10 meters, so he probably detected them right away.
Yeah, probably. That's a pretty good ability, actually.
It is. It is very good.
Oh, it's only 10 meters?
It's 10 meters. Yeah, it's only 10 meters, and the skill value on it can't be modified at all, or the situation value, whatever it is.
So when the dagger is walking up a little bit, on the left side of the road, you see like a small, like a hill with some bushes and stuff. And there's like a little pathway that goes up on the hill on the side. And you see two characters coming down from there.
Dagger is just going to point with his axe out to them, and then bang his axe on his shield. And Val's going to translate, we have people approaching. Dagger banged twice, so there's, she's going to say, there's two of them.
Right. So you see these two people approaching. One of them is quite tall and muscular, and he clearly seems to be the leader. He has this kind of dirt blonde hair, and you notice kind of straight away that he has a kind of hair lip, which means that he has like I guess a kind of a childhood what do you call it? A hair lip?
Deformity?
Yeah, like a deformity, right? Like his lip is kind of fucked up, and you can kind of see his teeth, and he doesn't seem happy at all. And he comes down the hill with his friend, which is clearly his brother or some close cousin or something, because they kind of look like copies of each other. Just he's a little bit smaller, also dirt blonde and ugly. But the big one, he looks really strong, and kind of average looking otherwise. The little one is really ugly, but you can tell that they are kind of siblings or at least cousins or something. And the big one says, "Oh, I see. Some more stuff for us. Welcome to my little hangout. What do you have there in the wagon? That looks nice. Can I take a look?"
No.
No. I want to use walk in the shadow and walk into the forest on our right side.
All right. How does that work?
Walk in the shadow?
Yeah.
No, that is just from Shadow Arcs. I can walk through the...
Oh, you mean the sneaking one? Okay.
Yeah, the sneaking one, yeah.
So what do you have in that?
Shadow Arcs, I have 7 plus the 1 is 8.
All right.
So D20 under 8.
Right.
Roll.
Oh, here we go. So 20 is fumble. So you jump off the wagon to start hiding in the forest, and you twist your ankle. You get 1d4 damage.
1d4.
Mm-hmm. Okay, 1 damage. And you kind of limp your way into the forest.
Yep. Let me see. 33 in current body points. Limp myself into the forest about there.
So,
Good.
so while Waldhelm is limping into the forest, these two characters approach you guys and say, "Hand over your wares right now."
No.
And you hear that guy next to him says to the big one, "Husk, they seem pretty strong. Maybe we shouldn't fight these guys. Maybe this isn't worth it." And he kind of slaps him and says, "Shut up!"
I would listen to your companion if you wish to keep your heads.
Upon that,
Yep.
stand.
You wanna do something,
I'm
Flynn?
going to stand. He's going to take off his hood to show that he's albino. The leader and say, "Stormy has given me your name. Today is your test." Translate this from Norse into his. Will you drink with the Valkyries or embrace Hela? And I will pick up my axe.
Do
The bluff. I'm going for
Gonna die.
Your turn.
I guess we can do a silver tongue roll then if you have that skill. It's on the knowledge.
oh, hell no.
I don't know if there's any roll we can do for like intimidation or something like that.
I know. You can improve his initiative, maybe.
Yeah.
Give him a modifier.
All right. So let's roll initiative then. So the initiative is a D10, and then plus minus whatever initiative you have. If you look on your character sheets, you have on the first page, you can add your weapons and stuff, and it automatically calculates.
How do we do the exploding dice on this?
It's a 10. It's exploding dice.
No, how do you? What's the formula? He's asking.
Yeah, if you look on
What do we roll against?
1d10, and also if you look on the bottom of your character traits page, you can see your weapons there. If you're using the axe, for example, you have a -2 on the roll. And if you get a 10, you get to roll again.
Okay.
Does everybody see their initiative on the first
There's
page?
a way to do exploding dice in roll 20. I don't remember it though. Does anyone remember how to do that?
Yeah, I think I check it every time, and I always forget it. I think it's like just writing an E, maybe. I did it before. Yeah, I looked it up last time. But what we can do is just roll normally, and then just if we get a 10, we just roll again.
Dex doesn't help with.
Was he not intimidated?
No, it doesn't seem
Your
intimidating.
deck should already be calculated in.
Yeah, if you look on your first page on the character traits in the bottom, you see initiative, and then you just add your weapons there. I'm guessing Vesteinn, for example, he's not here now, but he would use a hammer, and that would give him some minuses on his roll, for example.
Yeah, your weapons are already calculated in as long as they are they're listed under initiative. If you don't, so you can just apply what the total is. If you plan to use both your shield and your axe or whatever.
And remember, for example, Jorin, you have a bow and an axe, right? But are you using the bow or are you using the axe? You need to decide. Don't put them. If you're not using the bow right now, just remove it from the initiative list.
Right. Yeah, I'm just going to use the
I think drawing a weapon puts you draw your weapon and then you apply a -10 to whatever you rolled at initiative, and then you go then, right? Is that how that works? Draw the weapon.
I'm assuming.
You guys already draw your weapon, I would say.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Jorin, do you have 2 axes?
No, just one.
Yeah, so Brian, remove one of your axes because I don't have I can only view right now. For some reason, I can't edit it. You just remove it totally. Don't put the longbow there because then you're gonna remove the initiative from the longbow as well.
I'm just going to backspace.
So you just click on backspace to remove it.
There.
Now it's correct. So you have -3 total initiative up there to the right. You see?
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
So that's how it works. Does everybody know their initiative right now?
And remember, if you're casting spells, each spell level has a negative to your initiative.
Right. If you're casting spells, the spell level is the same as the negative modifier on the initiative.
Yeah.
I thought it was -2. So if it's a level 1 spell, it's a -2.
Oh, that's how it is, huh?
Yeah, I have an initiative -3. Yay.
Yeah. So and then you roll a d10, and if you get a 10, you get to roll again, and the highest number is the fastest. You can roll it by yourself. You don't need to roll it in here if you don't want to. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna count down from 20, and then whenever your initiative comes, you get to do something. Okay.
So we're all gonna roll some initiative right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then, Licklig and Jorin have the same.
Oh, sorry.
We have the same initiative at 6, and then I guess whoever is on lower or minus.
You can kind of decide yourselves which one you want to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna. He was all intimidating.
Okay.
That was the right one.
Everybody rolled and know what you got.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, if you get a 10 on a d10, Flynn, you get to roll again and add it together.
Doesn't automatically do that, huh?
No.
Yeah, we're trying to figure that out.
Yeah, we can figure it
If
out.
you use
in
an
the break.
exclamation point, I think it works.
Okay. Okay, just like Siggi did there, right? 1d10 exclamation mark 10. Yeah, there's something like that. I figured it out 2 times, but I always forget it again.
Yeah, it's an explanation.
Yeah, and if you have a different range for it, like if you're doing attack damage, you can do like exclamation point greater than a number, and that works as well.
Mm-hmm. Great. So everybody knows their initiative?
Yep.
So let's try it then. So I'm going to start saying 20 to 15. Anybody got something around
That'd be
20 to
me.
15?
I got 19.
Okay, perfect. Did you also calculate with the initiative on the automatic sheet on the first page there?
You got your minuses, Flynn?
If you're wearing armor, your armor applies, your dex applies, as does whatever weapons you're attending to use.
Yeah, so let's just take here. Yeah, you have -2, so 19 minus 2 then. 17. Yeah, but you're still first. So what do you want to do, Flynn?
I will bound off and go for the leader.
Okay.
Did you say that he was up here? Did you say he's up front?
He's the one. He's the one over here.
Right. Yep.
So
Down and start walking toward him.
right. So
I didn't even see those guys.
yeah, like Dagger sees the guys on the sides as well,
Ah.
but you guys haven't seen them, I guess.
I mean,
he
Dagger pointed
pointed them
out.
out, right? So you guys,
Yeah.
okay, so you guys see the guys on the sides here as well. You have these guys here on the sides. You have 2. It looks like they have some kind of small, simple kind of bows up on the top of the hill here, and then you have 2 guys in the bushes here as well. They're trying to be sneaky, but actually, you guys have already seen them.
Should have used my bow.
So Licklig, you can decide to either run your whole speed and do nothing else in this turn, or you can pay 2 combat points for 1 meter of movement.
I was just going to walk slowly at him.
Okay, so
Is
just
that what you're saying?
yeah, you can use your movement speed and do nothing else this turn if you want. You can move, I guess, 10 meters.
Okay, that's what I'm doing.
Okay, so 1 square on this, by the way, is 1
Something
meter.
while I'm walking.
Do you want to run straight up to him, or do you want to stop in the middle somewhere? Because I'm pretty sure you can get all the way there.
I'm walking straight to him. Straight to him. I'm looking him in the eyes because I'm an angel of death. I'm going to bring it to him. I've got no doubt in my mind whatsoever that he's going to go into the afterlife.
Awesome. So
my whole intent.
So you're just slowly walking up to him. Do you want to walk all the way up to him, or do you want to stop and like in the middle somewhere? Like you're not stopping, but you want to actually.
The time for talking is over. I'm just walking straight toward him.
Okay, so do you want to walk up all the way to him?
This turn?
Yes.
Okay, so just move your guy up to him then.
However far I can walk in that amount of time.
Yeah, you can move all the way there. Right. So just roll. I'm trying to figure out still what we should roll for intimidation actually. Maybe silver tongue if you're saying something.
I'll do some good while we're.
Yeah.
Hey, Patrick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm relying on my -1 charisma.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm settled. I want the little next to him. I want him to run.
Okay. Let's try that then. Let's see if he gets scared. So roll your charisma then, I guess. So roll under a 9 if you can.
Okay. I was hoping to use it for my benefit, so then would it look like this?
Oh. So Lick he kind of buffs himself up and he starts walking towards the 2 guys on the road, and as he comes halfway, he kind of stubs his toe and shouts out, "Ah!" And he
nice.
This guy doesn't seem very impressed.
But does it work in his favor? Work in his favor.
We have something from our chat.
I can't click on anything again. Great. Oh, maybe because
Rikishi. We have some question from our chat while you're fumbling around on your site.
Okay, sure.
We have Devi Al. One way to make simpler to keep initiative of enemies constant after the first roll.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, and the Serious Joker, are you using alternative rules?
Depends on what he means. We do have some homebrew rules. We're gonna use some homebrew rules for shields, for example, passive protection, yeah. Of course, we're improvising a little bit whenever, because I'm a pretty new GM as well, so I don't know all the rules in my head, and I'm trying to figure out like how to roll some stuff, like like intimidation, for example. In D&D, there's a skill called intimidation, right? But in this game, I can't really see anything that would correspond with that. So I'm trying to figure out. I have the paper in front of me here, you know. Like maybe you could use like silver tongue, but that's more like convincing somebody. You could also use like libel in the entertainment one to lie to them, I guess. Or maybe just use like your physical presence. Maybe you can use your constitution or your strength to try to scare somebody a little bit. But it's more about, the morale is more about how many people you have on your side and how many people they have, and how well you're doing in the fight, I would say. So yeah, I'm trying to figure this kind of stuff out, and I'm hoping the players here can also help to figure this kind of stuff out.
I mean, It'd be a little strange since there are spells that inflict fear and stuff like that. It would be a little strange if you had just had an ability that like everyone could use to do that.
Right. I mean, it wouldn't always work, but
I mean,
maybe.
you would just. I think we could just assume that everything we fight is a badass, and
Right.
isn't going to listen to a bunch of lowly mortals.
Right. I mean, in certain
Hey,
circumstances.
Patrick, quick question.
Yeah, Flynn.
In the creature book, creatures that have absolutely no fear. They cannot have fear cast upon them. Respond to a fear. How did that work when a monster generates fear?
You mean a monster that is okay.
Idea?
I mean, of course, if a monster meets another monster and that other monster doesn't have ability to feel fear, nothing will happen. If that's what you're.
How does it roll?
So if we meet monsters that generate fear,
Would that be the same?
right? Yeah, like fear is a pretty big thing in this game, right? So if you meet a monster that generates fear, you roll a certain die, like a D5 or something like that, and then you add all the monsters' dice together, and that's the fear modifier of this group of monsters.
Okay.
And that's something that you need.
Roll a 20. Even if I roll a 20, did he have to roll an opposing roll? What if he rolled a 20 also?
Oh, honestly, your intimidation would, in this case, your intimidation would never have worked, because he feels like he has the upper hand.
Totally agree.
So I just let you roll because
You
it's fun.
come up with a house rule.
Right. So yeah, of course we can discuss this kind of stuff outside of the game as well and try to agree on whatever, right? Whatever we like, because like Siggi said, it would be weird to be able to just use your strength or charisma to intimidate somebody when there's actually spells that are supposed to do that, right? But there could be another situation where, for example, they are losing the battle and you're saying something to scare them. That might actually scare them, you know.
Okay. Cool.
However, just real quick, because we're talking, charisma is the thing that you would use for any of that stuff. But I think perhaps identifying and using a fear factor as an intimidation for characters themselves might work. But he would roll his charisma for anything to charm or intimidate whoever. Yeah. So that would be what we would use in that case. No, hi. Good morning. Man, she's got to meet her mom up at Elmo Ranch, I guess, but she asked if you were awake, and I said she's still asleep, but if you want to bring her over, that's fine. We'll just put the TV up. I said she may just want to just hang out with Lonnie in bed, so.
Yeah. He's not talking to us anymore. I was like,
so awesome, but
what?
I didn't charge him, so they're charging right now.
Then let me see. The ale is somewhere small distance.
So anyway, Flynn ran up to them, and that's all he can do this turn. So let's continue. 15 to 10.
Okay.
Anybody got 15 to 10?
She's gonna text me when she gets here.
Seems nobody has 15 to 10.
So actually, one of them have that. This guy on the top here with the bow actually has 9. So you see one of the guys on the top of the hill. He kind of pops his head out of the bush, and he takes a shot. And he takes a shot at Lykkelig. Since Lykkelig is not really looking that way, he doesn't notice the shot being made, so he can't passively or try to block it, because in this homebrew rules, if you see the shot being made, you can actually try to block it with your shield. But since he's concentrating on Husk in front of him, he will not get a chance to do that. So let's see if he hits. Do you guys want me to roll so you all can see?
Please.
Do whatever you want.
Let's do it so everybody can see. I will copy this.
The double GM.
So he pulls his string back and he Brian is happy. And he takes a shot at Licklig, but he doesn't hit anything even close to him, so no worries about that.
Dinkies!
I'm just
Come
gonna
here, Dinks.
mute Bird Dog for now.
Say hi to everybody.
Oh, maybe not. Oh, you got some friends here, Brian?
My grand.
Oh, your grandchildren. Oh. Hello. Hey.
Okay, say bye.
Hola.
Oh, you got the whole house full now, Brian.
Family's coming up for next Saturday.
Oh, nice. That's nice.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, the first guy he doesn't hit anything, and let's see. I don't think the other one had a chance.
I'm leaving. Bye. Thank you.
I turn the camera off.
Mom, you leave.
Okay. Brian, could you mute yourself, Brian?
Just muted
Okay,
him.
just for now. We just muted you a little bit, Brian. It was a little bit loud. Okay, so that was 15 to 10, right? So what about 10 to 5? Oh, Brian has. Okay, turn off Brian.
Yeah, I have an 8.
Okay, you got an 8. What do you have, Brian? It's not easy with a family, huh?
No.
Oh, it's okay.
Which,
I don't know what to say. Chicken.
okay,
She said,
Siggi.
I'm here. And then I said,
You go first, Siggi. What do you want to do?
Preciosa belleza ya. Ven, mami, para que tengas el lazo.
Okay, maybe.
Okay, so I am going to cast a spell.
Yes, I'm gonna take
I'm going to cast Battle Cry.
only the
So I have a. So I have to roll under a 9 in order to cast it.
Okay.
And I am doing it with a duration of 2 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to cost me 3 divine invocation points, faith points, or whatever they are.
Right. Yeah, just roll it and then tell us what happens.
Okay, so Valravn kind of shouts out a like a bellow of she screams out a summons to Tyrd, and a sudden thunderclap is heard, and Dagger now has a +1 to all combat actions for the next 2 rounds.
Nice. And that's something you concentrate on one person, right?
Yes. And
Okay.
it is lasting duration, so I can actually do something else next turn.
Okay, nice. So Valravn behind the wagon or on the side of the wagon just kind of creates a thunderclap with your weapon or something, or how does it just happen in the air, or what happens?
She shouts like skyward, and the thunderclap happens.
Okay. You see the enemies kind of take a step back while this is happening, and they're kind of freaking out a little bit, but they are pretty sure about themselves. They had been doing this a few times before, it seems. But Dagger seems happy though. Okay, that's your turn?
Yep.
Okay, so Brian, what number do you have? What initiative do you have?
6.
Okay, so there's actually one guy with 7 here, so
Okay.
he's before you. So let's see
Okay.
if I can get him to. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So this guy is gonna move. Let's see here. This guy is moving down here. He saw you fumbling through the woods, and he decided to go and meet up with you there. But he doesn't have any more points to spend on moving. So yeah, that's what he does this turn. So then it's Brian's turn.
All right. So I will join my buddy Licklinger by moving there.
Okay. Do you want to pay some combat points to move, or do you want to just move? If you pay combat points, it's 2 points per meter.
To still be able to do something?
Yeah, if you want to move and hit in the same round, you need to spend some combat points on moving, and then spend the rest.
Per meter I move?
Yeah, per meter it's 2 combat points per meter. So if you want to move up there, it's you need to spend 10 points.
Can I throw this axe?
Do you have how many combat points do you have? How many free points?
Okay, so now
7.
you put your hands right here.
7. Okay, so the only thing you can do is to
And
move
we have to remove your nose.
and do nothing else this turn.
And you need to pick which color you want. Purple?
But
I think you said you wanted to throw an axe.
Yeah, can I throw it?
Oh, you want to throw the axe, or are you using the bow? Yeah, you can throw the axe if you want. So
I
what's?
don't know what the range is on this. I don't think you can throw this one.
Don't you have a bow?
Yeah, but I didn't draw it.
Okay, so you want to throw your only axe.
Yeah, so
Okay, I mean you can throw it. It's 6 meters away, so that's inside of the short range of the axe, I would think. Actually, look on your character sheet. There's a range there. Let's see here. It's Jorin, right? Yeah. So if you look on the equipment,
So let's be coffee.
okay, I see it.
short is to 10. Yeah, so that's inside of your short range.
But it says it can't throw it. It says, maybe that's wrong.
You can throw it, but you need to use your throwing skill. Did you take anything in throwing?
No.
Like, do you have a skill level in throwing?
Oh yeah, I forget that. No, I should have put it. Yeah, I will just. Is there?
There's
I
a
will just.
throwing skill, yeah. I think the best you could do is just move up there.
I'll use the bow next time. Okay.
Or you can draw the bow instead. Drawing the bow, if you look on this combat action paper I gave you guys, draw weapon costs you 10 combat points. But maybe you don't have enough for that.
No.
No. So yeah, either run up or just draw your bow and wait until next turn to shoot.
Yeah, I'll probably just draw it. I will draw my bow.
All right. Okay. So you draw your bow, and that's your turn.
I have 7 combat points. This is not.
Yeah. So you don't need to worry about anything this turn. Okay. Who's next? Anybody else before 5?
They had 8, but
Like this.
Yes.
Hey, Jinx. What are you doing?
Nirnie, you have 8.
Did you show the unicorn?
I have 8, but I have not drawn any weapon, so I'm going to wait for my turn until to the end of the round.
Okay, sure. And then it's actually.
I had 4.
Oh yeah, you're last.
Yeah.
And it's actually this guy up here. This guy. So this guy, he turns and he tries to hit Lykkelig with his hand axe. So let's see if he hits first. Let's see, what does he have in hand axe? He has... And he doesn't hit you. He misses. And then we also have this guy on top, one of the archers. He's also shooting at Lycklig. They really don't like him.
Or Lycklig.
Lycklig. Let's see. And he actually managed to hit.
Ouch.
So Lycklig, he managed to hit you. Let's do the roll for passive shield thing. What is your size of your shield?
I don't have a shield. I only have a axe.
Oh, you don't have a shield? Oh, it's just your character token has a shield, I guess. Okay, well then, you will get...
I have shield training. I have shield yet. I gotta buy one.
Oh, right. I didn't give you a shield. Sorry about that.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to do some damage. Let's see. I will roll the damage myself. You get 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And you now have an arrow sticking out of your left shoulder.
All right.
And it's ouchy. Okay, that's his turn. Did anybody have anything more than 4? Alpakka?
I just have 4, so it's
okay.
me then.
So yeah, it's your turn.
Well, I have to attack then, since he's standing just in front of my face. Or limp backwards again.
Yeah, I would suggest attacking.
So I will try to attack with my axe. That's how many? 2 plus. I already have 2 in light hand left, and 3 is 8.
I already wrote it down on your character sheet for you, I think.
Yeah, so 13, under 13, right?
Waldhelm. Yeah, 13
Yeah.
if you want to do one attack, or you can split it up in 2 attacks. But also remember, then you can't block. But these guys have already moved, so they can't really attack you now anyway.
So I'm gonna use everything, and this will D12 or 20 for
20.
attack.
Always 20.
Always 20. Okay, and then I roll, and I get the 5.
Okay, perfect. And he will try to... actually, he can't do anything because he just moved. So, yeah. Try to hit him then. You hit him already, so do damage. 1d10.
No, damage roll is 10, not 12, I mean.
No, 1d10 and an exploding dice.
1d12, an exploding dice.
What kind of weapon do you have?
Sea axe.
Yeah, so that's an exploding dice on 10. So 1d10 explanation mark 10.
Ten. I'm rolling. I got a 9. Yeah.
Okay, so you do 9 damage.
Ja.
Men han har lyst til å gå bak veien nå.
Ja, jeg kan gjøre det nå da.
Vi har ikke meny på Utex nå.
Ok.
Så han var lurt på vipsene, men vi har ikke.
Ja.
Okay, so that's 5. 9 damage. Good. All right. Then it's the big guy's turn. And of course, he's also going to try to hit Lycklig.
So
let's see here. He has a big bearded axe, actually. And he's going to try to hit you twice. Let's see.
The attacker?
We're not talking with you now, Alpakka.
Okay.
The big guy, the blonde guy up there, he's going to try to hit Lycklig.
Okay.
Let's see here. Okay. It doesn't hit with the first one, and not with the second one. So he takes 2 big swings at Lycklig, but he misses both of them. Lycklig is quite good at avoiding, I guess. So that's his turn. And then we have the last guy here. He just decides to move towards Dagger's side here. And he can't do anything else. So that's the turn. That's one combat round. Good work, guys. You survived.
Dagger needs to go.
Oh, and Dagger hasn't gone yet? What's Dagger's?
Yeah, he has a -5 initiative.
Okay, Dagger, go for it then.
Okay, Dagger is going to make a strike. He's going to actually make 2 strikes with his Vilter Axi. One at let me see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4. One at a 7, one at a 6.
All right, go for it.
Hey, Brian.
And he fumbles.
Okay. So he swings once and another time, and on the second swing he kind of lost his balance, and it seems like one of his toes broke, like his big toe broke or something on his right foot, and he kind of falls over, and Dagger is now prone. So if you're prone and you want to stand up, that costs you 10 combat points next time. Okay, so roll initiative again. You can roll with your own dice, by the way. Just remember it by yourself. And remember to add or subtract with the initiative modifier from your page. And also I'm gonna let... Okay. Yeah?
I'm going to, because I told you that I was going to wait to the last time in the round.
Oh, okay,
I'm
sorry.
going to drag my axe this turn, still hidden in the cart.
Right. Yeah, go for it. So you drag your axe last turn. Okay, so Flynn, yeah, you rolled twice there, right? And then add or subtract your modifier. So let's start again. Are you all ready?
Oh, quick.
Yeah.
On lightly damaged. Hit points.
All right.
What's the modifier?
Right. If you're lightly damaged, that's -1 on everything you do.
Yeah, the character sheet where it has like the current hit body points, you can actually subtract from there, and it'll actually tell you what modifier you get and which threshold you're in.
All right.
Right.
Yeah, I rolled a -2 on initiative.
All right. Great work. Right. Okay, so let's start. 20 to 15. 15 to 10.
I have 12 with Valravn.
Okay, go for it.
I have 15.
Oh, damn. Okay, Flynn, you go first, like always.
Something about you can always choose to parry your first hit, even if they're not attacking you. Is that right?
You can save your points to parry later when they hit you.
Okay.
Or you can take half of your points to
Alright.
attack and half of your points to parry.
Okay. I'm just going to swing. I'm going to make this easy.
All right, go for it.
And this is a 1d20 also, right?
Right, and then you need to be under whatever SV you have, your skill value. the combat.
Take a look at my skill here.
Look on the first page, the character traits, and then.
So skill value for combat is based on how many points you're spending.
Right.
Not on what the actual skill value of the skill is.
So yeah, if you look on the character traits page there, I made a sample. I put all your points together for you before and put it on the side there at the weapon.
Okay.
So that's the maximum you can put.
12.
Right. So you need to hit under a 12 then.
Okay. I also see a 7.
Right. So what I did is I put the maximum points you can have, and you see the 7 are connected with the 7 in the shield, right? So if you're wearing the shield and want to parry and attack at the same round, you can put 7 in each. One attack with 7, one parry with 7. Was just some samples for you.
Okay. So that. All right. So that would look like 1d10.
Always 1d20.
7?
1d20 and under 7. But since you don't have your shield, you don't have a shield right now, right? So you can only use your weapon.
Oh.
So you can do one attack with under 12, or you can split it up in 2 attacks if you want. Just that the maximum it should be is 12. The maximum value you have to spend is 12.
I got a success.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Success.
So who do you want to hit? Do you want to hit the big guy or the little guy?
Yes. Yeah, big guy.
Okay, and he's gonna try to parry you. So he's gonna try to parry with his shield, and he wants to spend 10 points to try to do that. Oh, he rolled perfectly. So do your damage, Flynn. So your damage.
Right, and that's a 1d10 also, right?
Right. What kind of weapon do you have?
A Bardi axe.
Right. So that's a heavy one-handed weapon, right?
Right. Yeah.
So it's 1d10, and then the open roll is 9 to 10. So if you get 9 or 10, you get a roll again.
No, just 2.
Okay. Perfect. Also, do you have strength? Do you have a strength modifier?
Let's take a look. Two.
Right, so if you have a strength of +2, that means you also add 2 to your damage. So you got a total of 4. But since he hit a perfect, he did a very beautiful kind of swirl of his shield, and it seemed like it just slipped off his shield without doing any damage at all. So yeah, he's quite happy about that. Okay, so that's your turn. Who's next then? That's Siggi, right?
Yes. So I am going to cast another divine spell, a divine feat, on the guy who's engaged with dagger. I'm going to cast Fire Iron.
Okay.
And I'm going to roll for that.
Yep. Sounds good. And what does it do?
Nothing. Oh, I rolled a d10, not a d20. Whoop.
Oh. You need to get under 9 to manage.
Yeah.
Oh.
So what it does is he takes 1 damage as he takes a burn, and he takes a -2 on all combat actions during the current action round as well as the following round because of the burns. Armor has no effect.
Can you repeat that again?
He takes 1 damage, and all actions he takes this round and next round have a -2.
Okay. -2. Okay, so to roll the damage then, how much damage do you get?
It's just 1 damage.
Okay, just 1 damage. Let's see. Okay, 1 damage. So what does it look like when he does that?
So Val is going to like point forward as as her hand kind of like glows red, and then a searing pain and the guy experiences a searing pain like he's being branded as a burn appears on his face.
What's the symbol on the face then? Like a raven or something?
Did we decide what the symbol of Tyrd was?
I think you can decide to make any symbol pretty much, right? So you could make like heraldry or...
It's just like a symbol, like a hot poker was pressed against his skin.
Okay.
It's not like a symbol, it's just burn.
Yeah, so the blonde guy there, he starts screaming and just grabs his face. And you see a big red poke mark in the middle of his face here. And he doesn't seem very happy. Okay, perfect. Great. So 10 to 5 then. Anybody got 10 to 5?
Yes, I do.
What you have?
But I'm going to do as I did before. I'm going to wait until I see what happens.
All right. Okay. So then it's this little archer up here then. So this time the archer is gonna try to take a shot at Jorin because he saw that Jorin picked up his bow, so he's got ready to shoot there. And this is about 6 meters away, so he's gonna try to do that. Let's see. And he misses, so he pulls his bowstring back, and the arrow just hits in front of you, Jorin. And then we have a 7. That's number 4 here. Let's see, it's this guy. Okay. So the guy that just got poked in his forehead by some like invisible burning coal or something, he kind of shakes his head a little bit, and he swings his axe against Dagger on the ground.
And Dagger is prone.
Mm-hmm. Indeed he is. So I'll guess also he gets a -2, right?
Yes, he gets a -2 to his skill value.
Right, and since he's prone, I would think it's more difficult to hit him. Maybe is it easier to hit him as prone?
I actually don't know.
I don't know if there's a specific rule about that. I'm trying to look a little bit. Let's see. Let's see, prone. Let's say that it's easier to hit him while prone, I would say. It's yeah, that would make sense because he's lying still on the ground.
Actually, the disadvantage from being prone is that you can't take combat actions, and standing up provokes an attack.
Okay,
opportunity.
Okay. Yeah, so that's negative, right? So I'll say while attacking Dagger, he gets a +2, so your -2 doesn't do anything. So let's try it. It's gonna try to attack Dagger twice. Miss and hit. And Dagger can't do anything, right?
No, he can't parry or anything.
Alright, so the first one Dagger managed to roll away from, but the second one hits him straight in the shoulder. And he does 7 points of damage. Damn, these guys hit pretty hard. So yeah, Dagger gets 7 points of damage.
Does Dagger get the effects of being like lightly damaged and whatnot?
I would say no. He doesn't care about that shit. Okay, that's his turn.
That's an option.
Well, Dagger is in a little bit unique circumstance. So, yeah, for him it is.
Yeah. Easy.
So, okay, that's his turn. That's number 4. And then we have a 6. So, this guy is hitting Lycklig. The guy next to Husk, the big guy, is trying to hit Lycklig. Let's see, he's gonna try to hit twice with his hand axe. And he hits twice. He hits with both hits. And you didn't have any points left, right, for blocking. So that's not gonna be as good. So let's do some damage. Flynn, do you have any armor?
Oh.
No. Okay. Oh, damn. He hit a 10. 12 damage. And the second one, 1 damage. So total of 13. Maybe you should think about moving away from there at some point. Just advice from me.
Not bad idea.
Yeah. All right. So and then it's actually the other bowman up on the hill, and he's also gonna try to hit Jorin from there. Let's see.
Yay!
Because why not? Let's see if he hits. And he hits. Jorin, you have your bow up, right? So you can't really block with anything.
Yeah, I can evade though.
So, Jorin, you take 8 points of damage.
Nice.
Okay. Anybody have 5 to 0?
Yep.
What do you have?
Yeah, I did. Go ahead. I'll go last.
I have 3.
I have also 3.
Okay, so you decide who goes first.
I mean, Dagger's just gonna stand up.
Does he have more than 10 points?
Not for standing up.
I'm thinking about that, and it feels like you should be able to use other points to do that kind of stuff too. Or
Well,
maybe not.
I specifically gave Val enough points where she could stand up and do other things, like casting spells, but I did not do the same for Dagger.
Alright. Okay, so you can pretty much only stand up then. So, okay, Dagger stands up, and Alpakka, what do you do then?
I think I'm actually gonna try to go away from him a bit, or go past him.
Okay.
Let me see. 1 square is what again?
1 meter.
1 meter, but in points to use.
2 points for 1 meter.
Okay, 2 points 1 meter. That's 1. Okay, I need to use 3 points. How many points do I actually have then? 8 points free.
2 points for 1 meter, so that's 6 points.
6 points. That means I don't have anything left to attack with.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll continue to attack the guy in front of me.
Yeah, I think that's good.
I don't know how much life he has left.
I don't think you hit him even. Or did you hit him once, maybe?
Yeah, I hit him once.
Oh, yeah, I hit you once for
with
9
the
damage. Right.
Yeah. So I'm gonna roll reload. Where's the 9? Yeah, the D20. 13, rolling the dice, and I got 1, actually.
Oh, that's a perfect roll. So you get to roll you get to roll 2 damage dice straight away.
2 damage dice. So 2d10.
Yeah.
With an exclamation mark. Let's see. 10 and 2 and 15.
Oh, okay. That almost at least better than nothing, huh?
Yeah.
Just gonna see if he can actually parry that then. If you get a perfect attack.
I mean, if he also gets a perfect.
Oh yeah. So you can still parry it. It's just that you get an extra damage dice.
Because there's like it's like the difference between something and something, right? That's how parrying works.
Maybe. All right. I'm gonna actually he went before you, so he already used all of his points to attack you before, didn't he? No, actually he hasn't gone yet, so he's gonna try to parry. Okay. He's gonna use 7 points to parry. And he failed. Okay, so you do 15 damage to him.
Woo!
Go.
Let's see.
I'm lucky today. Woo!
Let's see. And he looks really beat up now. He doesn't look happy at all.
Will he continue fight or?
Since the other guys are still there, he will try to continue fighting. But right now he looks really blooded. So you slashed a big slash down his arm, and he's bleeding quite heavily now. And he doesn't seem to be able to use that arm right now at all. So good work. Okay. So now it's number 4, and that's Husk, the main guy. He's gonna try to hit Lycklig. Good times for Flynn today. He's gonna try to hit twice. And that's a hit. And a miss. And since Flynn doesn't have any points left to parry with, 2 damage. 2 damage, Flynn.
Okay.
Enjoy. And then it's and then it's the guy next to Waldhelm. And he still have 7 points to attack with, so that's what he's gonna do. And he misses. Okay, initiative again. Let's roll again.
No, I gotta go.
Oh.
Sorry, I rolled a negative. So I go.
Yeah.
You all right, then we always forget Nirnie because you never do anything. Okay, Brian first. Or Nirnie, do you want to go first? You can decide.
I'm actually thinking about could I theoretically put away the axe and start driving the cart the battlefield?
Yeah, why not? Where do you want to drive it?
That would probably it could give some distraction or something. So yeah, I'm going to put away the axe and I will start driving the cart next round.
You can drive the cart right now if you want.
Okay, yeah, then I'm going to do that.
So horses, how far can horses go? I guess double your, like 20 meters or something if you want to move the horse and wagon.
I don't have anything in driving wagons, so he will probably try to get them to move on, but not too fast because he isn't very.
So where do you want to go?
Yeah, around 8 meters or something like that.
Do you want to try to crash into somebody?
Probably.
Okay.
I will probably shout, "Move! Move!"
Okay.
What size are these horses?
Horses or oxen?
So, sorry, one more time, guys. Horses, you asked about horses first? The size
what
of horses?
size are they?
Are they horses?
The horse is like... actually, I have this.
Are they normal or large?
Just normal horses.
Okay, then they can go 24 meters.
24 meters?
Yeah, if you look on page 99, there's a table.
Page 99?
Because they have the fast trait, so therefore they only use, I think, 1 combat point per meter, or something like that, and their max movement is...
Which book is this?
Number something. The GM's guide.
Oh, right.
Yeah. A normal-sized horse moves 8 meters per 2 combat points. So it can move a total of 24 meters in a round.
Okay. Oh yeah, I have it here. Perfect. It's the 2 times the size. All right, so I guess you need to ride around Jorin. Right. So you would have to go 3 meters up here, and then, for example, if you want to hit this guy, that's another 6 meters then. So that's you need to go 9 meters totally. But I do want to have you roll a horse driving roll for getting past Jorin without hitting him.
Can I only roll for my agility because I don't have horsemanship?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you need to roll.
A D20 and oh, ouch.
Okay, Jorin, you hear a thundering hooves behind you, and when you look over your shoulder, you see the crazy dwarf on top of the cart with big eyes, looking really scared and riding straight towards you. And try to do a dexterity roll. So, what do you have in dexterity?
2.
2. Okay, that's good. And do you have jumping or something like that?
No.
Or evade or battle maneuver or something? No. Okay, so roll under 12 to jump away.
I got body control of 5.
Oh, you got body control?
Yeah, what do I need to roll under?
Do you have agility at all?
Yeah, 4.
Okay, and body control?
A 5.
Okay. So just
my swim.
Yeah, roll under like 13 to jump away.
Of course.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Great work.
Oh, God. we need to talk about that. Hey, does anybody here have this?
Okay, so the horses do
I have healing.
Do 2d10s, I think, of damage. So Greld, why don't you roll 2d10 to see the damage?
The timing for this is perfect because I have to end at noon. So.
Oh yeah.
Perfect time for the character to die.
So, can I just address how sorry I am for this?
I should have used combat points.
It's open roll as well on the 2. Okay, you get 12. 12 tramp. Huh? What do you want to roll?
I was gonna roll. That's 20. That's 20 total. 12 more. I'm at 10 points.
No, you already failed to avoid the crazy horses, and now you got 12 damage.
Damn it.
So yeah, 12 horsey trample damage. So enjoy
which
that.
Is, which is
So did you get down in the heavily damaged now, or which level of damage are you?
I lost a total of 20 out of my 30. So I'm way down to 20. I'm critically injured.
So yeah, you're -3 on everything, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna fall to the floor because I need to spend some time with my granddaughter.
Yeah, I understand.
So thanks for. All right, we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah. Okay, man.
Just throw me on the cart.
And Merry Christmas as well, huh?
Merry Christmas.
I guess we're not gonna. I don't think we're gonna play next week because just the day before. or 2 days before Christmas. So
Yeah, it's the same with the day before New Year's.
so I'm thinking that we will start playing again after New Year's, actually.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Just keep me posted.
So happy holidays.
Flynn, give me the report when we're all done.
Yeah.
Yes.
See ya.
See ya.
All right. I will take care of Brian's character for now. Then he said he had 20 damage, right?
He has what, 10 health left?
Yeah. Okay.
Nirnie, thank you for following me.
I at least hit the bandit.
And you want to hit the bandit, right?
I think that was the point, at least.
Okay.
With the wagon.
Yeah. So the bandit's gonna try to jump away as well. Let's see here. Let's see. He has dexterity +1, and he doesn't manage to jump away either. So you do 2d10 damage on him as well with open roll and 10.
Yeah. So that's one open at least.
Yeah. So roll one more.
So it's a 16 and a 5, so 21.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's better. Let's see, which number is he? He is number 3. Damn, that's a lot of damage. So he pretty much becomes a wet stain underneath your cart. But he seems to still be alive, but he's really badly hurt. And he has a lot of track marks on his body now from the wagon wheels. Okay, so that's you. Is there anybody left?
What initiative are we at now?
It was the last last initiative in this round.
Okay.
So is Dagger left?
I think he stood up. He tied with someone and then stood up.
Oh, right. Okay.
He was at initiative.
Did Flynn do? You did everything, yes. Yeah, Flynn did in the beginning.
I was first.
Yeah. Okay. So let's roll again. Roll new initiative. For the future, what you can do is that you roll a few initiatives ahead of the game, so you don't need to roll it manually every time if you don't want to. That's what I'm doing with my characters here.
Oh God.
Okay, everybody done? So 20 to 15. Nobody? Okay, 15 to 10. Okay, so I'm gonna let Brian go on 10, and I'm gonna check his character sheets here. Brian is called Jorin. Okay, he's gonna try to hit one of the guys on top of the hill with his bow, and he hits, and he does.
Oh, kill.
4 damage. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Anybody else in 15 to 10? No?
Nope.
Okay, 10 to 5.
7.
I have a 7 as well.
Okay, and
You go first.
one of them has a 9. Flynn, what do you have?
I had a 9.
Okay, so you go first, Flynn.
No. Do I take my into that?
Take your what?
Is initiative affected by physical injury?
Everything is?
Yeah, I think it affects everything, so you get a minus whatever it is, 3 or something on it.
Right.
So you're not...
No, I'm not a 9.
All right, okay, so then...
We're down to 8 or 7, or I'm down to 6.
Okay, then it's the... One of the bowmen up there. He's gonna try to hit Jorin again. And he hits. And he hits for 9 damage. Okay, 29. So he is 1 point from going down there. Jorin looks really bad. He has like 2 arrows out of one of each shoulder. And he's bleeding quite heavily. And he looks like he is kind of ready to run away at this point. Okay. And 7. Did anybody have more than 7?
I have -2.
Okay.
So Val is going to cast yet another divine feat. She is going to cast Wall of Dusk, which I don't know if it's like a straight wall. I can make a wall of 20 meters, 20 square meters.
Yeah, so you can camp this side yourself. Right.
And it has a range of 10 meters. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do Fire Iron. And actually, I'm going to Battle Cry.
All right. Go for it.
And I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to Battle Cry, and I'm going to spend 2 extra points to increase the bonus by another +1.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to cry out, and Dagger's going to get a +2 to all combat actions for this round, and I'm going to spend another point, so it works for next round too.
All right, cool. Go for it.
So I've so far spent 10 divine points. And yeah, that's me.
So
can I move while casting?
No.
Ah. So
it takes the whole action to do that, so.
Okay.
All right, so you're done. Then we have this guy, number 4. The guy next to Dagger.
I'm at number 6.
I can use combat actions. I just can't use weapon actions.
Okay, so you can move then. Yeah, you can move if you want that. So where do you want to move?
I'm gonna get into the cart. Oh wait, I can only move 5, right?
Yeah, you need to use your combat points to move.
Okay, so yeah.
So it's 2 points per 1 meter.
Cart is full.
Okay, I'll move to there.
All right. So Flynn then, lick.
All right. Quick questions before I do this. I'm planning on saving all my combat.
Mm-hmm.
Watch this butt ever get run over by horses.
Right.
2, there's no reason that the horses would actually stop. They would continue to try and go around because once they're spooked, somebody who knows what they're doing to stop them.
I like this.
He react to watching his buddy just get run over by a pickup truck.
Right.
There's also the donkey tied to the back of the cart.
Right, we have the donkey back there as well. So yeah, I mean, they would probably continue running around, huh? But there's also a broken cart on the road there, so there's nowhere to go for the horse. Maybe into the forest or something.
Okay. He's going to be affected when he watches his cousin or whatever get run over.
Yeah, that looks.
I mean, the guy's laying there.
Yeah, he's not happy about it. And he looks quite he looked quite distraught, but he still feels like they have the upper hand on you guys. So
Okay. Well, I moved behind the cart to about right there.
okay. So when you
save all my combat points.
right, so when you go out of
I will save all my combat points.
right, so you need to spend 4 points to go there, 2 per each meter, and then the rest of the points you save. Though when you move, they get a attack of opportunity. But since his cousin or brother or whatever just got run over, he kind of got into a little bit of a shock, right, when the horses came and ran over his brother. So he didn't do anything. He just watched you walk away, pretty much. Okay.
Backing away. Yeah.
Yeah.
And since you're retreating, you can also attempt to parry any strike against you.
Right. So, but he didn't attack at all. He was just too confused, pretty much. Okay. So that's 6. Then we have a 4. Anybody have more than 4? No. So number 4 is actually the guy underneath the cart. So he's trying to get out of the cart. So he's trying to run away, pretty much here.
Question here, because I have not used my initiative yet. But could I just say that I want to use my initiative now because I saved mine, and just move the horses a little bit?
Didn't you use it to move the horses?
That was the last round's action.
Uh-huh. What was your initiative this round?
Because I saved my action, I can choose to use it whenever I want.
Okay, you want to use it now?
If I see that he is trying to move under that, I'm just going to try to get the horses to move a bit, so they might stample him again.
Okay, go for it then. Do a horse handling skill roll.
Note that when you delay an action, you take a -5 to it.
Oh, I do. Then I can only succeed on a 1.
Good luck.
But I guess that, well, either they do as I say or not. So, it goes nothing. They don't listen.
Yeah.
Bloody horses.
So he pretty much just crawls up the hill here. He's still prone. And see, is there a prone symbol? Which symbol did you use for prone?
I used the guy who was on his hands and knees with the little flash above him.
Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah, that one.
So he just moves. Yeah, he just moves over there. Okay, that's his turn, and then we have Husk. It's Husk's turn. So Husk, he spent some combat actions to jump up on the cart, and he swings at you. So let's see. How many points would you have to spend to jump up there?
There is the overcome whatever action.
Right.
That's
overcome object.
Just roll.
6 CP, right? Okay. He didn't hit you.
Doesn't he? I mean, somebody had to roll. That's why they got a busted ankle.
Mm-hmm.
Jump in,
but
and it's full.
Well, he spent 6 combat points to get in.
Yeah.
Instead of just 2. So he can just do it, I think, right?
Yeah, I think so. So he missed an attack anyway, so. And then there's the last guy.
Dagger's at a -4, by the way.
Yeah,
I'm at a -2. So I'm 4 dagger.
One is angry.
So this guy, he's gonna try to attack Waldhelm. But he looks quite hurt. So let's see here. Yeah. And he fumbles. He looks really hurt, and his arm doesn't work, and he swings towards you, and he does like a pirouette, and then he hits himself in his other arm. and he falls dead to the ground.
Well,
So he cut his arm off, pretty much. And when the other guys see this, they all decide to run away. So let's begin with the guys on top. They just run out of the game here. Just run away! Run away! This guy is kind of crawling away. Husk. So Greld and Lycklig, you can decide if you want to do a opportunity attack on Husk while he's running away.
I'm going to pick up my axe to look threatening. Dwarf.
So do you want to do an opportunity attack on him? You can use your full CP if you want.
I think it's Lycklig that should make the decision.
Both of you can do it. Because they're going out of both of yours attack radius.
Well, it takes my entire action to pick up the axe.
Okay, so Lycklig, do you want to do an attack on him?
All right. Attack of opportunity. What?
In this case,
attack as you normally would, but you can do it outside of your turn.
Right.
If you have
it's
combat
like a free
points
attack.
remaining. Yeah, it's not free. You
I
still
do
have to
have-
spend combat points.
Right. You need to use the
All
points
right,
you
let's
have
give
left.
it a shot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit him unless I don't know how many points pluses I have.
Well, you moved 2 meters. So you used
Attacking from behind.
that's nothing, but you used 4 points already. So whatever you had minus 4.
Right.
So how many points do you have to begin with?
I can hit him because I'm seriously injured.
All right. So I don't think you hit him then, right?
But back is to me, and his shield is at his shoulder level. All I'm hitting is feet, the ground, and he's up on the wagon. So you tell me, if I do just a sweep, am I going to hit his legs? I don't know.
Well, since you didn't hit I don't think you came under your skill value, no, right? Your skill value is 12 to begin with.
Injury.
Right. You have an injury and you had 12 to begin with.
Seriously.
So yeah, you didn't hit him at all. And he moved his movement. 1, 2. He's over here. Okay, and this guy is running away too, so Dagger can have an attack of opportunity if he wants to. Does Dagger have any points left?
Dagger hasn't gone yet, so he's going to use all his points, and so that's a SV of 15 because of the battle cry, and he's going to hit, and he's going to do some damage.
Awesome.
He's going to do 2 damage.
All right, perfect. 2 damage. He doesn't seem too bothered by it though. He still runs away. And then we have the guy on the Waldhelm there. He's also running away. Oh yeah, that's the guy. That's why they ran away. He's dead. He better dead. Gone.
Yay!
Okay, you survived. I managed to make you all survive. I'm so happy.
I want to do something.
Okay, go for it.
I want to search his body.
All right. So you search his body and you find a small pouch of coins.
Yes.
There's like 15 copper coins in there. And he has a pretty nice looking hand axe. And he also has a 6 dagger and a hunting bow as well that he didn't use.
6 dagger.
Do you have any armor?
No armor, but yeah, a 6 dagger, a hand axe, and a hunting bow, and 15 copper.
No, actually, the hunting bow and the CX dagger out and copper. How much copper was it again they had?
15.
15. Ooh.
But you feel like maybe you should share with other people?
Greld want to do something here quite hasty.
Nobody knows what I'm finding in here in the forest. I'm standing alone.
That's true, I guess.
You're going to die alone.
Do you guys want to? You guys can roll a perceptive roll and see if you can find out what he's doing. You need to roll 5 plus minus your perception with a d20.
Right. I want to do what Lig is doing. Run over to Jorin.
Yeah, I think Lycklig himself is quite hurt as well, right?
Yeah, seriously.
Okay, I notice it.
So does anybody have any kind of healing ability or something?
No.
So who's injured?
Everybody.
Jorin's critical, I think.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
I just lost 1 point.
Jorin is 1 point from dying.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So for Licklig and Jorin, who are the guys who got beat up, I am going to cast healing, which takes 6 action rounds.
All right.
And I'm going to spend some extra points on it. So that is, and it's how many targets is it?
2, I think. I think it's a Lycklig and Jorin.
Yeah. Oh. So my healing spell require. Okay, I'm gonna tell them. So I can heal you with the magics of the fire of Sunve, but it will require you to rest. So I will not be able to heal you until tonight.
Could we put them up on the wagon and you try to heal them over there when they try to sleep?
Yes, as long as they rest for 8 hours, it should work.
I'm looking at Jorin here, and I'm very sorry. I thought that you would jump away. I did not mean to run you over.
Actually, I don't know if it requires 1 day. So how my healing spell works is it increases the amount you heal naturally.
Right. So whenever they heal naturally in this time frame, it will be more.
Yeah, but it stops working if they do anything but rest, so it's something I would have to do before they rest.
Okay, but you reckon, like, this is in the beginning of the day, right? So you're gonna have the whole day to go to the farm. So yeah. They could rest for 8 hours in the wagon, pretty much. You reckon?
All right, then I will cast it. How many? I have some points left that I. So I have. I've so far used 10 points, so I have 13 remaining. And I can only target one person at a time. So that would require 2 castings. 5, 6. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do. On each of you, I'm going to cast my healing spell. The duration's going to be today and the next day. Actually, no. The duration's just going to be today. Who's more hurt?
Okay. Jorin is.
Jorin is more hurt?
Jorin has
1/3.
Yeah, Jorin has 1 HP left.
Oh, wow. Your natural regeneration is going to increase by... so So Licklegs is going to increase by 3. And actually both are going to increase by 3. Right? That's 2.
Yeah.
Wait.
So he will get +3 for a rest later, right? Siggi?
Lickleg is gonna get 2 extra health when he gets his natural healing, and Jorin's gonna get 3.
Okay, perfect.
So I'm spending 5 points on Lickleg and 8 on Jorin. And I'm now out of DP.
Okay, that's good.
I guess that we are helping them up on the wagon.
Yeah. So
Jorin.
and Jorin and Lickly feel this warm kind of light settles over them, while Valravn is talking, and you feel kind of sleepy, and you get helped up on the wagon and falls asleep pretty much straight away.
Did we get any ale with us on the journey?
Any ale?
Yeah.
I can't really hear what you're saying, Nirnie. You said ale?
Ale, yeah. Did we get any ale with us as traveling rations?
No.
Okay,
They didn't think giving ale to the people that are supposed to protect the wagon would be a good idea.
Well, I guess we only got water or milk or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, there is ale on the wagon. There's like a cask of ale. That's for
I'm actually going to take up that cask and telling that I'm going to pay for this with my own money. And then I go to Jorin and give him some ale from that.
Okay.
I'm very sorry, old chap.
Jorin kind of he's already asleep. So when you like pour the ale in his face, and he like like this, and he says, "What the hell are you doing? I'm trying to sleep here."
To save you. My old father always said that beer helps you with all ailments.
For a second, you can see his elven side, kind of just he's like moving he's like retching his face in disgust for this disgusting ale that he would never drink by his own regard, and he just kind of turns away and says, "Whatever." Okay, so Licklig already took a look in the other wagon, and it seemed to be something that they used to stop travelers. It's kind of broken; it doesn't work, and there's
I should probably roll to see if my divine invocations work.
Oh, you didn't roll already?
Okay, so the first one doesn't work.
Great.
And the second one doesn't work. No extra healing.
So for a minute, for a second, the warm light felt like it was going into them, but then it just got switched over to like warm beer instead from Nirnie. And yeah, they seem very happy about that. They both kind of fall asleep on the wagon anyway. In misery.
No extra healing.
I love this gang of misfits. He's rolling 20s all the time.
You must misunderstand me.
And I love that that Greld, he was on the wagon hiding for 2 turns doing nothing while other people got bashed. And then when they finally decided to do something, he just runs everybody over with the freaking wagon that he can't drive. So yeah, that's very good work, guys.
He's as bad as a fighter. As bad as a fighter as he is as a driver.
I mean, this was supposed to be
So
kind of
what-
easy.
I mean, I
was
can
just
see how
practicing
this, like, once somebody starts taking damage, they get worse at doing stuff.
Mm.
Plus, we're at the beginner level, which means we have, like, no points.
Right?
I'm fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Val didn't take any damage.
Yeah, you guys are fine. Nobody broke their ankle, just twisted a little bit. There was Waldhelm when he was jumping
That's
off the
me.
wagon to try to sneak, and he got, yeah. But it seemed better now. He just got a little bit of damage. Okay, so yeah, you didn't really find anything in the wagon, and when you go to look at the dead guy over in the forest, it seems like he didn't have any weapons or anything. Funnily enough, you kind of thought that he had an axe or something. But when you come there, there's nothing there. And interestingly enough, it looks like Wildhelm has an extra axe and an extra dagger in his belt, and also a hunting bow on his back. You don't really know where he got them from.
Yeah.
To start questioning my companions.
I just found it. I just found it just around the corner up here in the chest.
And just keeps it.
Do anybody want to question Waldhelm, or are you just gonna leave it for being Waldhelm?
I think that I'm going to look at Flynn and Licklig and Valravn.
Valravn's just gonna hold out her hand.
Then
Not say anything.
Do you think it would be possible to get to the farm set?
We should go to the farm, I say. Don't stop questioning me.
Right?
Or something.
Val's gonna like cough towards Waldhelm, and Dagger's hand is gonna move to his belt.
Okay. Here we go. I lose. Give you 2 silver. Just not to speak about it.
How much?
2 silver.
2 silver.
Do you even have 2 silver?
I had 12.
12 silver? Oh yeah, you got some silver before. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We all do.
Oh, that's right. You got silver.
I got all the money.
So Flynn, yeah, Licklig is kind of reminding you guys that you should maybe get going. Maybe these highwaymen have some friends around, and it's time to get going to the farm.
Oh yeah.
So you kind of managed to navigate around the broken cart and keep going down the road. By the way, how long do you guys want to continue with this today?
I need to quit now because of the work tomorrow.
Okay, fair enough.
We'll
be going for almost 3 hours again. So at least I'm happy we got a taste of the combat. I mean, it's quite complicated, as you can tell, and it takes some time. But it can be quite fun, I think, especially if we try to make it a little bit, use some tactics in it and stuff. Like right now, for example, we learned that maybe we shouldn't go up to the 2 guys alone and not save any.
Stay on the wagon.
Yeah, everybody just go on the wagon and run everybody over. That seems to work very well for some, less well for others, perhaps. Okay, but let's just stop here for today, huh? And,
That's where it's fine.
and we're learning. So just ask if you want to ask something. You can do that now, or yeah, like until next time on the Discord and stuff, and we can talk about it because I'm also trying to learn this. You know, I think this is my second time I run combat in this game, so I'm just trying to learn to keep track of all the numbers and stuff, especially since we're quite a lot of people now. So anybody have any questions or anything they want to say, or any feedback or anything?
I'm going to say that I think this meeting was a lot smoother, and we can always do better, but a lot smoother than last time. So huge improvement.
Yeah, some things went smoother. I mean, I thought the sound was a little bit worse this time. I couldn't really hear you guys so well, and that makes it very difficult to roleplay together and to answer each other and stuff. And like, especially Flynn and Brian had some trouble with the connection. But I think yeah.
I like how you don't actually like combat's like complicated because you have to like pick how many points you want to spend, but you do, each round you don't actually have that much you can do because like you can only like do one or two things because of how the combat point works. Like you can move, you can do stuff, but each round is like short because you can only do a couple things.
Yeah, when I was playing this game as a player when I was younger, I always thought it could be a little bit boring as well, that you don't have much stuff to do. But I'm happy you see it that way anyway, Siggi. I mean,
yeah, I mean you don't have much you can do with regards to like action, like the number of actions you can take to actually be effective. But there are good options, like you can hit the weapon, trying to disarm them. You can do a whole bunch of other stuff.
Right, and that's why I wanted you to have the little paper, right, with the combat actions on it, because there is quite a lot of stuff you can do, and also like it's up to you guys to improvise as well. Like with the wagon, that's super fun, right? I didn't have a rule about that, you know, but that kind of stuff is always making combat more fun in this game, and like also using some tactics. And since the rounds are so short, like you said, and you can only do one or two things, you really need to think about it, like either move or fight, you know, or if later when you get a little bit more points, you can move and fight, and that's kind of gonna make it even more fun, the way you can do more attacks per round and stuff. And you can move around, you can jump around, you can drive carts over your friends and stuff. So yeah, it's all good and fun, I think.
I'm also glad the build I made for my character is actually working. Because I'm playing a character who mostly does buffs and debuffs. And then they have Dagger, who actually does the damage.
Yeah, that worked pretty well, right? What did you say, Nirnie?
That one of the best tactics is don't run forward, but team up against them and pick up. And if you kill some of them, maybe the rest will run. At least if it's human bandits or something.
Right, and these seem to be all brothers or something as well. So they wouldn't be very happy if somebody died, right? Like you noticed, as soon as one of them died, they just ran away. But yeah, I mean, like Nirnie said, I think it's very important to stay together in this game, to support each other. And I'm also thinking about using the homebrew rules for the shield wall. So you can
yeah, the thing I read up, yeah.
Yeah, that seems quite fun.
Yeah.
So when you're,
I just thought it needed something like similar to like mounted combat and all that stuff for using a shield.
Right. So yeah, I'm gonna change the rules a little bit for the homebrew there, but I'm gonna use something similar where you can stand next to each other and you can activate this ability, kind of, and it costs you some points, but you get a better deflection and a better parry chance and stuff, and you give some bonus to the people standing next to you as well. So that kind of stuff could make it even more fun, I think. So what are some things that you think that you guys could do better until next time?
I think as soon as we start getting points, I should invest in the second level of the Sunfade tablet, so I have some healing like on hand.
What about the combat? Did it went smoothly for you, or was there something you didn't understand?
No, it went pretty smoothly for me.
Mm-hmm. What about you?
Other than getting Dagger getting knocked down from a fumble.
Right. Well, that kind of stuff happens. What about you, Nirnie? What do you think about the combat? Did you have? I mean, you've been playing the Swedish version before, right? So it's kind of similar.
And it's pretty much the same thing. Just that this is one of the first times that I actually play a character that can't fight at all.
All right.
The reason for me is I'm picking away the axe. I'm picking up the axe. I'm going to take the cart.
Right, but I like that as well. You know, like, sure, you guys is not so good at fighting, but that's kind of forces you to think outside of the box, right? Like you did now, and you used the
that's how 300 creation points works. You're not very good at fighting, even those us who invested in it aren't good at it.
Right, exactly.
So yeah, I really love the fact that you let me use my creativity to actually use that. So it could just been that you let me, you run away from the battle with the card, but you actually put it up that, you failed with the roll, so your friend here is going to killed.
Right.
But I still got to hit the other guy. So I think that was actually awesome.
Cool. Yeah,
Jorin, I'm going to have a bad conscience about that when I get away from here.
I mean, that of course. I mean, that's one of the things that I need to learn in general to be able to improvise and kind of make up rules on the fly for you guys to use.
I think Flynn said it, how he explained how the horses would react and such, and I really loved that he actually said that because it makes sense, and it would probably make a lot of problem for me because I don't have control on the horses at all. So.
Right. And of course, maybe the horses should have run into the cart in front of you or something, but I thought it couldn't be a little bit too much trouble for you guys having the horse actually crash the cart or something for you at this point of the game. So, and maybe they should have run up to the side or something, or run away, or in the next round. I'm not sure what would have happened, but yeah, that's good. And like Flynn knows about horses then, right? So I like that we can all kind of add our own unique knowledge into the game, you know, because I can't read up on everything before we play, you know, how horses work in real life and stuff, you know. So that's good. I really like that. Did you have anything else, Flynn, that you wanted to add or say?
Things are good.
Yeah?
We're learning. That's the thing. We're learning.
Right. Yeah, and I hope all of you have some patience with it as well, because I can realize that it's kind of dragging out on the time, you know, and it can get a little bit tiring at points. But just have some patience with me, and we're learning together. So I think that's good. What about you, Alpakka?
He's not anywhere near he's off his screen.
Oh, really? I can't see his camera right now.
He's not there.
He left. Okay. All right. Well, guys, that's that. And let's stop here. You managed to kill off the guys. Nobody died. That's good. And Licklig and Jorin are lying and recuperating in the wagon. And I'm thinking I'm gonna let you guys in the future as well be able to rest like this during the day to be able to get back double the amount in one full day. So if you rest now and also during the night, I'm gonna let you get double back because.
Good tip is that the person
like a base rule where if you do nothing else but rest, you can get more stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So that will help a little bit since we don't have you can do a little bit of healing magic, but we don't have any dedicated healers, so said in that way. So we need to get the points back.
Yeah, I have the healing tablet, which I can then invest in to get more healing and whatnot.
By the way,
I
guys,
have the only healing that the Stormlander can have.
Did you want to say something, Flynn?
The thing is, yeah, before the end of this day, at the thing, family is going to have people have an encampment. We got to hand him off to his folks. Yeah, he's going to get his healing, but he was still very, very hurt.
Something.
How long is the thing, or how long do we have to be here?
If you use the care skill, you can actually heal any damage that has been dealt in the past 10 minutes. So a character with first aid
That's
and
great.
can heal injuries. You look at page 59 of the DM's guide. There's rules on using first aid.
Okay, I'll read up on that. All I'm saying is, time we play, most likely it'll be 2 days, and we should be pretty back to nothing at all.
Right. Yeah. It should be fine, and also maybe there's somebody can help you at the Barefield farm that you're going to now, right? Because remember, you're not going to the thing right now. You're going to the farm, the Barefield farm, the farm of Magne Bite, and you're delivering some stuff to him, right? That's what you're doing right now. Maybe you want to go to the thing later.
And I thought we were going straight to the thing.
Oh, no, that's in 10 days. Well, 9 days now. 8 days now, yeah. So, not yet.
Okay.
Let's see, damage.
Don't play on the 23rd.
I think we're not going to play until after New Year's, honestly. Because in Sweden, we celebrate Christmas on the 24th in Sweden. So I'm going to be busy on that weekend before.
All right.
I'm gonna meet my father and that part of the family on the 23rd, and then 24th is Christmas, and I'm gonna meet my other family on the 25th. And then it's New Year's pretty much next week after that, right? I mean, I could probably play on the 30th, but maybe not all of you can.
Unfortunately, I'm working that day.
Oh, really? So let's just say start on the 6th again. So that's on 3 weeks.
Sounds good.
Okay, and we can continue talking in Discord and stuff, and we can this give me some time to prepare a little bit more as well, and integrate your backstories a little bit more into the game, as I want to do.
Okay.
So if there's nothing else, then let's finish here.
Yeah, we can do that.
Oh, Alpakka is back, huh?
I haven't been here always.
Mm-hmm.
I've been making dinner.
I'm gonna go, so see you later.
Yeah, see you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for the game. Bye.
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 And bye to the stream as well.
Bye, everyone.
I hope you could enjoy this little bit chaotic session. At least I felt like it was a little bit chaotic. Like I said, this is kind of new to me too, so I'm just learning. I think we're all learning, and this is a new system for all of us. Like even for me, I've been spending 2 months or something just reading about it, but this is like the first time we actually play. So yeah, I hope we can learn together. And if you guys have any questions in the chat or anything, just ask, and please follow the channel. We will not play next week or the week after for the holidays, but first Sunday after New Year's, the 6th, we will go again. So tune in then. Huh? All right, guys.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm. All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.